innerpeace, and I want to jump into it. I decided to put this series together because affirmations are something that's been very close to me in my life. I've been working with affirmations for over 20 years, and I've had some amazing success. I've had my ups and downs with it, but by and large, the affirmations have been very, very successful in my life and just in having a good quality of life with just using them. So I decided to put together a series. It's going to go over maybe 12, 13 weeks. And what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to focus in on one affirmation. And if you choose, you can work with that affirmation 1 week at a time, and we'll just add on to those affirmations week after week so that you'll have, a nice volume of affirmations to work with. And then if you choose, you can also sprinkle in some of your own. Affirmations are pretty much, if I had to put a definition on it, an affirmation is simply something that you choose to bring about in your reality. That's simply all it is. And by working with affirmations over and over, day in and day out, guess what? They get in alignment with your energy, and then it becomes a reality. So, affirmations found me at a very dark place in my life where I was going through really just deprogramming myself. I had to flush a lot of stuff out of me as far as some old programs and introduce some new concepts in my life. And I used affirmations to do that. And I could tell you it has led to the quality of life that I have now. So, again, definition of an affirmation is just a statement that you make to the universe. It's a statement that comes through you that you're declaring to the universe that you want or choose to experience in your reality. Okay. That's all it is. Now, some people may say, well, Ace, I've done the little affirmation stuff and it didn't work. Well, it didn't work because you didn't work. And what I mean by that is it's like anything else. Affirmations take time. It's a process. It's not something that you just start saying today and then it shows up tomorrow. No, it takes time. Like anything else, you have to practice, you have to be dedicated to the craft, and you have to work at it day in and day out for affirmations to really come about in your reality. So as we go through this series, it's my granddaughter messing with me. As we go through this series, it's important that you take this craft very serious and take it to heart. Okay. So one of the first things that you want to do is you want to declare the affirmation. Okay. And what I'm walking you through now is pretty much how I work with affirmation. So I declare the affirmation that I want to work with. And then what I do is every solitary day, I take the affirmation or the group of affirmations through this process. And let me show you the process I'm talking about. Okay, so I put this together, how to maximize your affirmations. And it's very simple. Like I said, the first step is to declare it. And I will have one affirmation per week that we'll work with. But this is just a preview as to what we do with the affirmations once we have it declared as, hey, this is the affirmation. So let me just give you an example. Let's just say your affirmation is, I am healthy. And again, it's just an example. Okay. Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to write that affirmation out each and every day. Okay. It has to be written out daily. All right. So I have about 12 to 15 affirmations I work with, and every day I am writing the affirmations out. It's very important that we commit them to writing. Number two, you want to say them aloud. Okay, and going back to our example, I am healthy. You want to say it aloud because that's where the power comes from. And when I say them aloud, you have to say them with some passion. You can't just be like, oh, I'm healthy. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to say, I am healthy. You have to feel the words come through you. It's no different than when you are singing a song that is very close to your heart and you are bringing the vocals together and the emotion. Well, that's the same type of fuel that has to be behind the affirmation as you're saying it. Okay. Now, the third thing that I do is I see the words of my affirmation in my mind. Okay. Now, why is this so important? Well, what I like to do is I like to drip as much as I can into my subconscious. So I would take those words, I am healthy, and I would see those words in my mind. I would see the letter I in capital letters. I would see the AM, and I would see healthy in my mind. It could be, you could see it in white letters, whatever you can adapt to in your mind. You want to see it in your mind. Okay. Paint a picture. And then the last thing, number 4, is you want to experience that affirmation as if it's already in your reality. And now, number 4 takes about a minute. So, as I'm going through this affirmation of I am healthy, I take it and I experience it. Well, what would it feel like? What would I feel like if I were healthy? Okay. And you visualize it. You visualize yourself maybe eating healthier. You visualize maybe, running a mile or walking briskly. Or you may visualize absolutely no pain in your body. You want to take the affirmation and then put yourself through the experience of the affirmation as it's in your reality already. Okay. And that is so important to follow these 4 steps, because what these steps are going to do is they are going to continue to drip on your subconscious mind. Now, what I normally do is when I wake up in the morning and I go into my meditation, I go over my affirmations. I say them out loud, and I do the visualization, and I do the experiencing in them before I go into my meditation. Then I write them out. I have a journal that I write them out. And during this affirmation series, I'm going to go over that with you so that you guys can kind of like look over my shoulder and see everything that I'm doing with my affirmations. All right. And then again, going through the experience. And I do that throughout the day. See, it doesn't matter if you're at work. Okay. You may only be able to write out your affirmations one time, but you can say them over and over in your mind throughout the day. Okay. And it doesn't cost anything. You can take a minute and just experience the affirmation that you choose to bring into your reality. You can do that all day long. Okay. And have fun with it. Have fun with it. And then you want to just release it. Okay. Release it with the knowing that it's done. The affirmation is done. And trust me, it will show up in your reality. Now, one thing with working with affirmations, you want to make sure that your affirmations have belief behind them. Okay, when I was first working with affirmations, I had just picked something that says I want to be a millionaire. And I said I would write it out, but my belief wasn't there. And later on, I had to change it to I am making 6 figures a year. And guess what? Over some time, that became a reality. So your affirmations have to have a strong belief system behind it. Okay. You can't fool the universe. You can fool me, you can fool other people around you, but you cannot fool the universe. Okay. So this is just a preview of the affirmation series that I'm going to be getting going. Actually, this is just episode 0. I'll be back here possibly next Monday with the first affirmation that we'll use for the entire week. The affirmation videos are only going to be about 3 to 5 minutes long. I kind of like did the preview work in this one, so they're going to be real short. We'll go through the 4 steps. We'll have the affirmation, and then week to week, you'll be able to build on them. So again, if you want to drop some comments as we go through this, let me know how you're feeling about the affirmation work as the series goes on. I'd love to hear from you. And but this is going to be very, very powerful. So buckle up because you're going to really, really see some things take off with your life and the quality of your life experience. That's my time. Love and respect. And I'll see you in the next video.